Hi guys, welcome to the Fight Age channel. The WBC World Heavyweight Champion Briton Tyson Fury attacked his compatriot Anthony Joshua and Ukrainian Alexander Usyk, who holds the WBA, WBO and IBF titles in the some weight category. Fury accused that Joshua of allowing the belts to be returned to Ukraine, and Usyk of using steroids. You know what I can't believe? This is what Joshua allowed to return all the belts to Ukraine after the hard work I did to free them. Joshua, you big useless bum. You let a little steroid guy who got up from middleweight take all the belts from you. It will take a real British bomber like me to rectify the situation and return the titles to United Kingdom. You are useless bags. Bring Usyk to the Gypsy King and I will put him in his place. I will rid him of the titles again, Fury said. The head of the matchroom boxing promotion company Eddie Hearn shared his opinion about a team of the WBA, WBO and IBF heavyweight champion of Ukraine Alexander Usyk, and also told when the date of the rematch between Usyk and his British ward Anthony Joshua will be announced. Usyk's team are good, sincere people who know that they are responsible for the rematch with Anthony. They want to do it and consider themselves as favorites in the rematch. They're probably confident they can do better this time. But so can we. The plan is to fix the rematch date by the end of the month. I expect Joshua to start training camp in late January or early February. This has already been agreed. I won't talk about the contract because it's pretty standard for such a fight. Usyk is very pleased with the point about the rematch. His team wanted to sign a rematch clause on such terms and obviously they will make a lot of money, Hearn said. Friends, before starting to watch this video, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel. If you really enjoy the content, then please subscribe to my channel and keep watching the videos. If you are subscribed, then you receive notifications about the release of new videos. You do not even have to look for anything personally. I really want to get 10,000 subscribers on my channel. I am trying very hard absolutely every day and I need your support. Your likes, comments, reposts to social networks. Thanks to everyone who subscribes to my channel. You are my support. Thank you so much. Well-known columnist Dan Raphael believed that one of the reasons that lead to the defeat of the star British heavyweight Anthony Joshua is his conservatism in introducing a career. It seems to me that one of the reasons why Anthony Joshua has problems with coaches is his loyalty. He is not ready to sink the boat in which he is already sailing and is not ready for global changes. This is part of his mentality, whether we are talking about cooperation with TV channels or coaches, and it can be understood, Raphael said in an interview. Alexander Usyk, the owner of the WBA, WBO and IBF heavyweight titles, believed that after completing his sports career, he can become a psychologist. Boxing is not for life. Sometime and it will end. I'm already thinking about what I'm going to do, how I'm going to behave. I'm currently studying at two universities. These are Kharkiv and Lvov universities of internal affairs. And there I study in absentia, in the specialty psychology, and Lvov economic intelligence. This is the future. Maybe I will find myself in this. It's just interesting to me. Just like that, I don't need a diploma to lie at home, bragging about them. Why it is necessary? You can buy it at a flea market and show it. Make it on a printer. It's interesting for me. Maybe in the future I will become a famous psychologist. People will come to me, Alexander Usyk said in an interview. Usyk also said that under no circumstances would he use his boxing skills on the street. According to Usyk, in terms of danger, his skills can be compared with edged weapons. Boxing helps to stop myself at some moments, because I know that the person in front of me will not come out victorious. He won't win, not because I am world boxing champion, but because I know some skills. First of all, I will talk to him, I will try to solve it with words, correctly. But in no case can you use a weapon that you own. And boxing, in fact, is a cold weapon. Usyk said. I can't cope with the excitement before the fights. I'm a little worried, but I'm going with him. Everyone has it. Let's say, specifically in sports, what kind of excitement do we have? We're afraid of upsetting mom, dad, loved ones. What will they tell us? You've lost, you can't. This should not happen because both victory and defeat are all nearby. Defeat is not the end of life or the end of the world. It's just something that should let you know how to do it differently so as not to stumble again. If you don't do this analysis, you will continue to stumble. Everyone absolutely has excitement, but sit down, close your eyes and think about why you are worried, what causes your this excitement. Because someone will judge you for something or say that something didn't work out for you. But these are just their words. And your word should be that yes, I'm worried, but I will do it anyway. Everyone is worried. Everyone is worried, Usyk said. Former heavyweight title contender Chris Arreola believes that the WBA, WBO and IBF world champion in his weight category Alexander Usyk will be able to defend his belt in the upcoming rematch with Anthony Joshua. I think Usyk will win the rematch. I like Usyk. I like the way he fights. Usyk fights really competently. He's gotten a little bigger, but he is still considered a minor heavyweight. It should be a fun fight. Personally, Joshua seems to me to be a man who is afraid of blows. He is afraid of missing out again, Chris Arreola said. Recall that in September last year, Usyk defeated Joshua by unanimous decision of the judges, taking away the British champion titles. However, the contract for the fight provided for a rematch option in case of AJ's defeat, and now it is expected that the boxers will enter the ring for the second time this spring. The winner of the WBA, WBO and IBF heavyweight titles, Alexander Usyk, told how he feels about women's boxing. I'm not very enthusiastic about this. Why? Because for me, the female sex is flowers that need to be watered, which should please the eye, fragrance. For me, women's contact sports are not really a priority. For myself, without sparring or wearing some kind of protective helmet, this is a very wonderful sport. At home, my daughter and I hit our paws a little bit, she makes inclines. But this is exclusively for sports and for a healthy lifestyle. But no case for competitions. Why? Because this is a contact, hard sport, and a girl, in my understanding, is something soft, something kind, bright. She becomes a little bit on the side of the man. I will say that I am not in favor. A lot of girls, thanks to some such contact sports, have improved their lives quite well in material terms or some other way. The world is developing very much and everything else, but I'm not in favor. I will not say that I am tolerant, and let it be so. I will just say that I am not for it, Usyk said. American UFC fighter Sean O'Malley shared his opinion about a potential boxing match between Francis Ngannou and WBC World Heavyweight Champion Tyson Fury. Ngannou vs Fury is a potential boxing match. Let's be honest, I've seen Ngannou throw punches. He doesn't have many boxing skills. If you look at how he lands some of his punches, he is not very good at it. He's not even close to Tyson Fury's level. But this does not negate the fact that Ngannou can catch him on the punch. He has a huge striking power. I would say Ngannou has more striking power than Deontay Wilder, so if they had met in the boxing ring, Francis would have been big and terrifying. But as for me, Tyson Fury would have crushed him, O'Malley quotes. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel.